Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes. You caught my eye though, so I just wanted to come say hello. How you doing?
Good.
You good? Fair enough. Just wait a second, 'cause I'm waiting for a friend, but he did catch my eye, so I wanted to... Go on, where are you guys up to? Were you like...
Ow.
Well, I'm guessing so, but... There you go then, perfect, nice to meet you. No? Fair enough.
I personally have a couple of friends, and whenever they are actually living in America, let's say they're there for 3-4 months, they literally will be on the longest dry spell of their life. Girls don't want anything to do with them. But the second they get back to Bali, they are flooded with girls. Like, it's like they're a rock star. They can get any single girl that they want to just because they left America. Even if you're watching this video as an attractive Chad, you don't really struggle with women. Western women, especially in the big cities like Miami, LA, New York, they're not really the type of woman you want to deal with to begin with. They're getting quite masculine these days, and a lot of men, we just want a feminine woman. So geomaxing is a very viable option. Geomaxing is essentially whenever you leave your home country, if you are from the West, and you go somewhere where your SMV is appreciated, where women appreciate you much more than the place that you are from. So I've been living overseas for the past 5.5 years. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly how to geomax, the best countries, the protocols, everything. Let's get it. Let's say that you have done everything to looks max. You've done everything naturally. You're making more money. You're chiseled just like a Greek god, but girls still don't want anything to do with you. Maybe you're too short in America. I do not know what it is, but essentially you've got 3 options. Number 1, surgery maxing. You can get high growth surgery. You can get facial reconstruction. Some really crazy stuff that's going to get very expensive. Number 2, you can quit. You can give up max. You can just say, no, I'm gonna go celibate. I'm a retentioner now. Like, I don't care about girls or dating in the slightest. I quit. I'm done. Or option number 3, you can geomax. Simply go somewhere where your current SMV is essentially doubled and you can get any single girl that you want. Who should actually be geomaxing? I would say anybody from a 4 to a 6.5. So they are considered average in Western countries, and you know how it is. If you are average in a Western country, it is difficult because women, they only date up. They're only dating the top 10% of men. So if you're not 10% in looks, you're going to struggle. I hate to break it to you, my guy. If you are ugly, like you are genuinely unattractive, you're obese, you just don't take care of yourself, you're still going to struggle in Asia, in South America, Eastern Europe, because ugly is ugly, man.
When you're ugly and someone loves you, you know they love you for who you are. Beautiful people never know who to trust.
And even if you do find a girl, she's only going to be with you for the green card or for the money, but maybe you like that, man. Currently, I'm in Thailand, and I see a lot of disgusting white sex tourists here. You know, like the 50-year-old bald guy, 300 pounds, he's disgusting. And I hate living in Thailand for that one particular reason, because people associate me with the sex tourist. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I don't struggle in America. Why the hell would I come to Thailand? I'm here for modeling. Now, we do need to bring up race. There are 2 races that really succeed whenever they go overseas, just because it's more rare, it's more niche. This is going to be white guys and black guys. Personally, those friends I was talking about, one is white and one is black. Facially, they are average and they struggle in America, but the second they come out here, they just both get so many girls. As for the other races, personally, I do not know. I'm not really close friends with anybody who has geomaxed. I haven't really seen it firsthand, but I do know that white guys and black guys freaking kill it. Sexual marketplace value is essentially the hierarchy of how attractive you are in the sexual marketplace. So, for example, where I am from, I actually grew up on a farm. I'm where all these country boys are. And so for these girls where I'm actually from, they think that the highest value guy, the hottest, sexiest guy is a cowboy, a guy who literally wears cowboy boots, cowboy hat. He drives a pickup truck, and that's not me, man. Walking in with my blonde hair, all black, my model aesthetic. They don't like that. It actually turns them off. So I left. I did not feel valued there, so I left, and I've been traveling around the world, and these other countries, they do value you. They put you higher up in the sexual marketplace hierarchy than other places. So if you are currently living somewhere, you don't feel valued with how you are. Like, you think think you're a handsome guy, you feel like you're attractive, you're putting in the work, and you're just not getting positive reactions, maybe consider geomax. If you're watching this, you want to be the most attractive, best version of yourself. You want to be built like a Greek god. You want to have the looks of a male model. I have a school just for you. Kalos Academy, previously Mogversity. It's completely rebranded. I have a full-blown 3-hour looks maxing course in there already. 1 hour of my height growth course is already uploaded. The extra 1 to 2 hours will be uploaded within the following weeks. You got to sign up, man. Every 2 weeks, we will be hopping on private calls with me and all of my Kalos Academy students. So it's going to be the best opportunity for you to level up at a much more affordable cost than my online one-on-one coaching, but you still get all the information and all of the accountability. And I think my results, my protocols speak for themselves. I mean, look at my boy Federico, who lost 20 pounds working with me in just a couple of months. He was in his mid-40s, never had abs in his entire life. After 2 to 3 months, he got a six-pack for the first time in his life. All of my students are getting results just like this. So join Kalos Academy below, kalos.academy. What are the best countries to geomax? Number 1 is actually staying in your home country, but instead of staying in the city, you go to the countryside and you try to find a more traditional feminine woman who doesn't only like country guys. Obviously, this will be more difficult. You're not going to be flooded with girls, but you don't have to worry about green cards, anything like that. It's going to be the easiest option if you can find somebody. In my personal opinion, the ultimate geomaxing for white guys, black guys, I would almost argue any race, is going to be Asia. Anywhere in Asia, essentially, if you are these races, you will freaking crush it, man. You are niche. These women, they've seen you in the Hollywood movies, people of your color, and they associate that with you. And so automatically, it just boosts your S&B like crazy. Some of the best countries is Thailand, Bali. It's not a country, it's an island, I know, but that's the only place worth living. Singapore, South Korea, Japan, the Philippines. These are going to be the countries where you are going to freaking kill it. And currently right now with the Ukrainian-Russian war, there's also a whole bunch of Eastern Europeans and Russians, which in the past people will geomax to Eastern Europe and Russia. But now all of these people, all these citizenships, they have moved to Asia. So if you wanted to geomax with Eastern Europe, now it's combined into Asia as well. So you have an even larger dating pool. Now, South America is obviously another big one. People go to Colombia, stuff like that. But I've heard so many horror stories of people getting robbed, girls doing crazy stuff, crazy stuff. It's unsafe. So I'm not going to say South America for the geomaxing. I would really just advocate Asia. There are obviously a couple of downsides to geomaxing. Number 1, you will come across some gold diggers and women trying to use you for a green card. It can be hard to differentiate what they actually want from you. Some of these girls don't actually love you. They just have a fantasy in their head of like this perfect American, European guy. They fall in love, blah, blah, blah. And so it's the fantasy that they're in love with. It's not you. I don't know if you care about that, but for me, it's a big deal. Like if I were to date a girl and she only cares about my height, my looks, I don't want to be with a girl like this. Obviously, these things open up the door, but if she doesn't care for anything deeper, she doesn't care about my emotions, my struggles, my family problems, then she's not the girl for me. Obviously, living overseas, it's going to be much more difficult to see family on a consistent basis. I only see my family about once a year, with the longest being 3 years, just because it's like 50 hours and $3,000 in flights. It can just be a lot to deal with sometimes. So you will see a lot less family and friends whenever you geomax. And the last thing is, obviously, you got to have money to live overseas. You need cash flow, you need a business, something. But in many of these countries, it is a little bit cheaper cost of living. Typically, I actually spend more money overseas than in my hometown, so you gotta have some good income coming in. But for me, because you get so many tax deductions living overseas, running a business, I think it's much better to live overseas with your business than being in your home country, whether that's America, Europe, and paying full taxes, which gets pretty expensive. That's it for today, brother. Have you ever geomaxed? Have you ever gone to Asia and gotten the experience that you really want to from women? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.